Hello and welcome back to another video on Titan Gaming. So, a little while back, I did a review video. It's been a while since I did one of those, or really any long form videos really. So I figured, hey, why not do a review of the mobile game that I'm pretty sure I have the most playtime on, which is MMX Hill Dash 2. So without further ado, let's begin with the video. So I'm going to be diving into various different aspects of the game, such as variety, difficulty, how long it takes you to beat it, etc. So without further ado, let's begin. So, where do I start? It's kind of hard to know where to start because there's a lot to this game. It's so small yet so big at the same time. I guess I'll go ahead and start with the difficulty. So for difficulty, it really depends on what part of the game you're playing, because some parts of the game are ridiculously easy and some parts are ridiculously hard, at least for me. So yeah, so there's always a lot of variety. Now compared to the previous one, MMX Hill Dash 1, which interestingly, I don't know why I'm doing a review for the sequel before I do a review for the original, but I guess that's because I have more playtime on the sequel for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but like, I also don't know why, but anyways, yeah, so compared to the original, I think it has more levels, I think, in total, but I think it's a lot easier because, with the original, I was never able to get past. There was a certain part which I literally could not pass, no matter how hard I tried, and it was like fairly early on, and in MMX Hill Dash 2 I only had one of those points where I literally could not progress any further. Yeah. So, I think MMX Hill Dash 2 is easier, but it's already probably going to take you months of play in the game, constantly beat it as is. So yeah, definitely it'll give you entertainment for a while. It can get boring once you kind of beat the game, unless you're willing to, grind for the GT and SX variants, which take a lot of time. So, overall, in terms of difficulty, pretty difficult. It'll probably take you a few months to beat, at least, assuming you're playing it for a few hours a day. I mean, assuming you do it for a few hours a day, you'll probably be doing it for at least a few months, because I know that some parts really get used, kind of like, struggling, and you have to try your best, because I think it's a combination of luck. I think the game is kind of like a combination of luck and skill. Probably mostly skill, but I like to think it's a combination of luck and skill. So, yeah. So, yeah. Other aspects of the game, let's take a look. Variability. I guess you'd say between there's definitely more, variability in the sequel than there is in the original. But at the same time, there's not, too much, I guess you could say. I think there's less cars in the sequel than there is in the original, which is actually kind of interesting to me, because even though there's more levels, there's less vehicles, which doesn't make too much sense to me, but I guess that's how, things, go, I guess. So, yeah. Replayability. Replayability, not great. Once you get everything, you don't really have, much, because probably by the time you've gotten everything in the game, you've played the game so many times and so long that you probably will want to, move on. So replayability, I'd say 2 out of 10, because it is fun to play, but after a while it does get boring. After a while of doing the same thing over and over and over again. Because there was one level where I got stuck on. I was trying to unlock the classic the proper way, and it was way too hard. I could easily beat the level normally, but it was just too hard to do, the time restraints to unlock the classic. So yeah, I just ended up having to wait until I had enough gems to purchase to get the classic, which took a while. So yeah, replayability 2 out of 10, variability 4 out of 10, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, the game is pretty fun, but it can get a little bit repetitive and boring at times, I guess you could say. So I guess the overall game is definitely it's pretty fun. It's really fun. It can get boring after a while, but it is really fun. So I guess my final verdict, if it was a rating on the App Store, I'd say, I'd say 3.5 stars. Definitely could, you know what? No, actually I scratched that. 4 stars. 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely could be better, but even as is, it's still pretty fun, and I'm still glad it's around either way, because I do love me a good racing game, and I think MMX Hill Dash 2 is a pretty good racing game. So, yeah, final verdict, 4 out of 5 stars if I were to give it a rating on the App Store, Google Play Store. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be the end of the game review itself. Now for the outro. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Sorry that I haven't made any, any long form videos in like 3 weeks or so. I have been, having to do a bunch of trips and stuff, and during that time it was a lot more difficult to make, recordings, so I decided to go ahead and so I'm gonna go ahead and make this game review. But yeah, if you haven't already noticed the my latest post as of the time of me recording this video, I am going to have I'm probably going to start doing less actual gameplay videos and more voiceover videos, like the ones like game reviews, tier lists, you know, lore videos, etc., like what I'm doing right now. Because it's probably going to be a bit harder for me to do gameplay videos for a little while. So anyways, thank you guys again so much. Oh yeah, and if you're a game dev for an app on the Google Play Store or something like that, I will play your games as long as it meets these 2 criteria. I'll make a game review as long as you meet your game meets these 2 criteria. 1, it's appropriate, you know, not like NSFW or anything like that. I'm definitely not doing something like that. And 2, it can be played offline, because if I'm going to make, you know, footage to showcase your game, I don't want to have ads plastered all over it. So as long as your game could be played offline and it's appropriate, then I can play your game. Just contact me on Discord or X. Those links. I have the link to my Discord server on my channel, and the link to my X account and GameJolt account on my channel as well. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked today's video, please click the like, and as always, subscribe. It really helps. Also, you know what also helps? Watching another video, because I do need things like watch time, retention, returning viewers, etc. So if you like this video and you want to show support, go ahead and like, subscribe, and watch another video. That's going to be the end for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye-bye for now. Cue the music.